I'm joined today with Shelly Mirth. She is the LPSD Education Technology Consultant. Thanks for taking some time to talk with me today.
Sure, no problem.
Obviously, this year, because of the pandemic that's going on, technology has played a kind of a bigger role. Do you think some of the stuff that you've done in previous years kind of helped show children technology and bring it to them, help them kind of be able to transition to like they did near the end of last school year, virtual learning and stuff like that?
Yeah, certainly. So we have, because we're a Google School division, all of our students are on the same platform. So we've been working hard over the last couple of years to get teachers and students using some of those things like a Google Docs and Google Slides and things like that. And then we have a management system, Google Classroom. So we're always working through those management systems, and they became very important when students were sent home. And so now we have that situation where it's one thing to have the students in front of you and help them navigate these platforms, but it's a whole other ball game when they're at home and you have a little grade oneer trying to navigate a Google Meet or Google Classroom on their own. So, we've done a lot of work in the spring and then this fall using the platforms when the kids are in front of us, but also keeping in the back of our head that those students might be sent home. And have we given them the skill set to be able to manage when they're working at home with their parents helping them or a babysitter or wherever they are. So K to 12, we have to have those students ready for the classroom when they're physically in front of us, but also when may get sent home.
So you've been working with some grade 4 students at Winston Churchill School on a kind of an interesting project. Can you just tell me a little bit about the work you've been doing there?
Yeah, so this is a cool, innovative project. So we don't have extra cur right now. So we're looking at some, ways to kind of get that coding and technology and some of that cool stuff back in. So I have, it's actually 2 grade 5 students at Winston Churchill, and they're working with their teacher, Miss Palco. And what we decided to do was shoulder tap these 2 students, so Jaden Scarf and Regan Phillips, and they were like so pumped to come on board to learn how to do some 3D printing. So what I would do with them is I would meet them through a Google Meet. So virtually, I would show them the program. So we're using Tinkercad. They started to learn it on their own. And now they are the mentors for the rest of their class. So they're actually doing some of the instructing to their peers, and even for students in their class that couldn't come to school because they were sick, Jaden and Regan are able to meet them virtually online and provide their instruction that way. So my role was to empower these 2 boys so that they could help their class. And the leadership has gone through the roof for them. They're so excited. Their parents are so excited. And I have the 3D printer in my office, so I'm able to take all the projects that the students are creating in Tinkercad and get them printed. And what we're going to do now is we're going to have some Bishop Lloyd students do the printing for the Winston Churchill students. So we have that collaboration and that kind of cross-school coordination that's going to exist. So we're really happy about it. And the boys are thrilled. They're doing a fantastic job.
And how exciting and how important do you think it is to be able to use technology to help students connect and learn the material in school?
Well, it's so important. And you know what? It's not that hard to do. Before, I would have gone to the school physically and shown them, but I can do everything through our Google Meet. I have the equipment with me. I've got, robots of different styles. We have spent a lot of money to get, class sets of some of these things, even for the little kindergartners. So the teachers can book these pieces of equipment out, bring them into their classroom. They're safe, they're sanitized, and if there's any instruction that I need to do, I just do it virtually over a Google Meet. And then the kids take it from there. There's always going to be that kid in there that's just, really a pro at it, and they love helping each other out. So I just have to kind of come up with some ideas, get them the equipment, do a little instruction to either the teacher or a few students, and then they roll with it. And it's wonderful. And it's our Tech Force model that we've been running for a few years. It's just now it's going to be more enclosed in the classroom, and we have to make sure that the equipment is sanitized and that we have a lot available for students. So again, these 3D things that they're printing just become, a seamless part of their everyday life, and they're happy to have the hands-on, the experience where they're going to do something a little different.
And for a lot of the people who are watching at home, when they went to school, technology maybe wasn't a big role. And even when I went in school, we had netbooks and we had iPads kind of being introduced. But nowadays, I think there's a lot more technology kind of just in the classroom. Can you just talk a little bit about some of the other things in a typical school year that children in LPSD will have access to?
Right. So all of our students have access to Chromebooks. So we're running, a lot of the things now we can run online. So before, we would have had to, install a program on a computer like Photoshop. Well, now there's a style of Photoshop that's free for use in the cloud. The Tinkercad that I was referring to before is a free program in the cloud. And so when a student goes on there and does their 3D modeling, all they have to do is send me the file that they've made and I can print it for them. And so we have this, seamless way of sharing work now and collaborating.
Well, thank you for taking some time to talk with me today. I thought it was very interesting to learn kind of some of the aspects and the new technology that students are using to learn in LPSD schools. Thanks for taking some time to talk with me today.
Awesome. No problem. Thank you.